welcome to a new and all-new version of Ask Skill Builder, where we don't just take the pictures now, we are going to call you directly and solve the problem. Eagle-eyed viewers will recognise the chap in the top right-hand corner, Jeff Porter, who not only is a Skill Builder top fan, according to Facebook, you may have seen him in our How to Stop Squeaky Floorboards. It was Jeff's house, he made a cameo appearance, Roger solved the problem, and he's about to solve another one, aren't you, Rog?
Well, we hope so. How did that work out with the floorboards, Jeff?
Oh, brilliantly. Not just the stairs upstairs, I also did the upstairs bedrooms as well.
You went and did the rest?
Did the whole top floor.
Freelancing it. What's your problem now, Jeff? Apart from the obvious.
I have a downstairs toilet that over the Christmas period has become blocked. I have plunged it to get rid of that blockage. And now I'm at the point where the water level slowly drains over about 20 minutes and get below the minimum level.
Should we go down and look at your loo? Do you think that's a good idea?
And just flip my camera. So here we have
Blimey,
the wonderful downstairs toilet.
You got there in lightning time. Give it a flush, my friend.
You'll see the water level is down low.
Yeah. Can you smell anything there or not?
No smell at all.
Good stuff. We don't want to smell on Skill Builder. That's the beauty of Zoom, of course. I don't have to make house calls.
So it's going down slowly, but it'll take about 20 minutes and it will get down to that level that's below your minimum, basically.
Yeah. So what that is still blocked, but it may be blocked outside at the manhole. Is it possible to get to that manhole?
Yes, it is. So the manhole is about 10 metres that way, outside on the patio. So I should be able to get to that.
Okay, right. That explains a lot. If it's 10 metres that way, then that means you've got a nice horizontal run there under the ground, and it could be that it's blocked somewhere in there before the manhole, and therefore what's happening is when the water goes down, it's just siphoning more than it should. In other words, you're not getting that break, that air gap that would allow it to suddenly vent. So you've done a great job with the plunging. What did you plunge it with?
Let me get my plunger, because that's where comedy goes.
Yeah. Let's see the plunger.
I, with all these things, did lots of research on Amazon, and I brought the product they described as the world's best plunger.
That looks like a toy.
It does look a little bit toy and a little bit naughty.
That's not the sort of thing you want the kids playing with, is it?
No.
So do not. That is Daddy's plunger. Let's fill up the loo. Let's flush the loo again, and put that sucker in there.
Oh, you're going to watch me plunge, are you?
Yeah, of course we want to watch you plunge. We want to see what your technique's like.
Normally, I'd be wearing a face mask and gloves for this.
Of course you would, yeah.
He might have done a better job of cleaning the toilet before he put the camera on it.
This is the trouble. Now, if you want people to zoom in, you can't insult their houses.
Yeah.
Or their family. You've got to be kind.
Yeah. I'll try that.
Right.
And can I ask, Dylan, oh wise one?
Yes.
When was the last time you cleaned a toilet?
I am the only one in my house that cleans the toilet, and I love doing it. I like getting it absolutely gleaming.
So how did it go, Jeff?
Nothing came up. It's a little bit murky.
Put another flush in it if you've got one in the...
So it's come up to the high level again, taking its time again to go down.
Well, I think what you're going to have to do is lift that manhole in the daylight and get one of the kids to flush it. And while they're flushing it, you go outside and have a look and see how it's going, all right? See how quickly that comes through to the manhole. And that may tell you a lot, because if they flush it and it's hardly coming through or it's coming through dirty, they've flushed it clean, so the water coming out the other end should be clean, you know? So if once we know that, you can go down to somewhere like Tool Station, get yourself a set of rods, 10 quid, they're very, very cheap, good rods, stick them up that drain from the manhole end.
You can buy a pressure washer attachment that is like a 15-metre hose that pushes the water backwards as well.
I've got one of those. They work well. Okay, have you got the pressure washer then?
Yeah, I have one, yeah.
So you would rather use that, wouldn't you, than the rods?
I think so, because when I've lifted the manhole cover a couple of years ago, it's probably a 4-foot drop down to the bit at the bottom.
Yeah, so that's not a manhole.
You'd have trouble getting the rod all the way down and then along.
Yeah, that's classified as working at heights as well. You disappear down there. So, okay, mate. So give it a go with the pressure washer. But I reckon that the blockage there is in the piece of pipe, in the horizontal pipe between that loo and the manhole. I like to know what blocked it because I like to have a culprit. You know, I like to say at the end of it, I say, you are the one. Now, that actually held me in good stead because some years ago, I put the garden fork down there to catch anything that came through so that it didn't get washed all the way down. But I wanted to see what was coming through. And what came through is a bundle of £20 notes. And that was fantastic because I took those out, gave them to my wife to give them a wash, and then she took them to the bank. But no, I'll tell you what happened. We reckon the guy had them rolled up in his back pocket in an elastic band. And as he went to the loo and he pulled his trousers down, they dropped into the loo and he didn't even know. He got so much money, he didn't even miss them. And so I thought, well, he doesn't deserve them back, does he? That's my bonus. So there you are. So always worth blocking it to see what the blockage is. All right.
It was Christmas, so I can guess at what happened.
It's nice to be able to point the finger at someone, isn't it? We don't want anyone to get away scot-free. Hello, blimey.
Oh, and as if by magic.
Yeah, you are the one. Now, we're going to ask you a question here. Do you know anything about this block loo?
Daddy does big smelly poos.
No.
Oh.
We called that bit again.
Now we're getting to it.
No way, we got to keep that.
Yeah.
Right,
Brilliant. I think they want a story. Do they want a story?
Roger, why is it called a manhole?
That's a very good point. Actually, it's not called a manhole anymore. They changed it now. It's called an inspection chamber. I shouldn't have said that because you call it a manhole is a totally sexist term, which we don't have anymore. It could be a person hole, but it's called an inspection chamber now.
Person hole.
Well, I will show you my person hole and my inspection cover in the next video.
Don't do that.
Told you.
I got your email, got it. It's got all the shots you want me to do. We'll have me doing a full Monty or something out here in the rain. One jet wash, one overall, gloves, goggles. Let's do this. Looking down the drains. That is a long way down. It's not those two drains, so it might be one on the other side of the house. Bingo. That's a lot of shit. Yeah, baby. That's what it's meant to look like. And that is the culprit. So I didn't need this new attachment with this special nozzle. Fires water out the edge of it. You can just make out the edge between the gold and the silver. It's time to put it all back together.